Once upon a time, a king had his men place a huge rock on a roadway, hidden in the bushes, and watched to see if anyone would move the rock out of the way. Some of the king's wealthiest merchants and courtiers passed by and simply walked around it. Many blamed the king for not keeping the roads clear, but none of them did anything about getting the stone removed. And so it happened that one day a peasant came along carrying vegetables. Upon approaching the rock, the peasant laid down his burden and tried to push the rock out of the way. After much pushing and straining, he finally managed. After the peasant went back to pick up his vegetables, he noticed a purse lying in the road where the rock had been. The purse contained many gold coins and a note from the king explaining that the gold was for the person who removed the rock from the road. In life, every obstacle that we come across gives us an opportunity to improve our circumstances and an opportunity for reward. We miss that opportunity if we just sit and complain. As we are facing the COVID-19 pandemic, we all had different battles and obstacles that would really shatter us. But I will tell you how I see the COVID-19 pandemic. I see this as a blessing in disguise. Yes, I know I just dropped a bomb. You might as well think that I'm insane. With all the lives it took, causing a lot of fear, uncertainty, and anxiety, roads, streets, malls, schools, offices, theaters, restaurants, and all entertainment zones are deserted. This pandemic is like a nightmare for the entire world. So who would think that way? No wonder none of you would take COVID-19 as a blessing. But let me speak first and listen. Life may be cruel, but bear in mind that in these dark times there is a silver lining. A little glimpse of light that is still visible. This pandemic helps us build genuine relationships. We've all been so busy living life that many of us have lost real moments with loved ones. As life slowed down, we found ways to stay connected with people even if it's virtually. Hence, the spread of the coronavirus made many individuals realize that they all share a common humanity that brings them together in difficult times. Also, we can now spend more time with our loved ones and families. Most importantly, it helps us to meet ourselves. Crisis can provide us the opportunity to see our surroundings and ourselves in new ways, to live more, to care for our physical and mental health, and to love ourselves even more. COVID-19 can be viewed as a boon for living beings. Despite being a scourge for humans, it is a blessing. To be able to breathe fresh air and enjoy our lives with all the things here on earth, now is the time for humans to be considerate of all the gifts that nature has bestowed upon them. This kind and compassionate way of life will provide hope for a healthy, stress-free life. Similar to the king in the story, God is the one who sometimes places obstacles in our lives so that we may learn our lessons and earn the reward that lies hidden under the obstacle. So COVID-19 is still a blessing in disguise because despite of all the negative impacts, there are also positive ones. Just like everything in this world, it gives us light to see the best and the worst in people. It closed doors, but it also opened new ones. Keep in mind that there will always be a huge rock in the middle of our journey. So people, whether you are in pain right now, facing hardships, difficulties, and obstacles, please do not lose hope. Getting up in the morning is already a blessing, and to keep fighting despite everything is something else. And that something has its better plans and the opportunity that awaits us as we have the courage to keep reaching.